What's up, everybody? Damon Hatfield here, joined by Anthony Gallegos. We just got to play State of Decay for the first time. This is the upcoming open-world zombie survival game for Xbox Live Arcade and PC. Initial impressions, I thought it looked rough, but the ideas that it's presenting are very exciting. Anthony, do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, they said it's not coming out till around the spring of next year, so I know that polish often comes late in the development, so I agree with you, it's rough. But the ideas they have are really cool. I like the fact that you're gathering survivors, that you aren't one character. Instead of being one character, you're a group of characters, and your lives are the characters that you have.
Yeah, you're dropped into the game at a random point on the map, and then you immediately have to go about finding companions, because when you die, that character is dead, and you take on the role of someone else in your group. So as long as you have people in your group, more people in your group, you can keep playing until they're all expired, I guess.
Yeah, and the ultimate goal is to escape this like valley. You're in like this very rural area. But I love the fact that the mechanic centers around finding survivors, building up a base, and you grow and you get different bases, and you always have to worry about things like trust. Food. Is there enough food to feed everyone? Is there beds for them to go in? And individual survivors, just like they would in real life, have individual skills. So you have to think like, well, if I take, this girl who's a badass sniper out into combat, I'm risking her because I need her for like base defense and to be an awesome sniper. But at the same time, I guess I like it because it adds a certain permanence. Like if you lose her, that's a big deal. Yeah. And that isn't something you necessarily see in other games. And I also think that they're doing really cool things with the zombie mechanics. So instead of zombies where it's like, they're kind of in between fast and slow moving zombies, but I love that zombies are really aware of sound around them and light. So every time you're doing anything, there's like a sound meter on your radar that shows how much sound you're making. So firing guns have risks. Operating a car has risks. Like I like that they're really doing like a light simulation around the survival mechanics.
Yeah, they were telling me that cars are currently, in this build, the most valuable resource on the map, but they can be destroyed. Zombies are, if they mob your car, they can tear the car apart, and then you need to find a new one.
Yeah, I saw that firsthand. Zombies will eventually rip the doors off. They can destroy the engine, and you can even accidentally blow a car up with a grenade and that sort of thing. So, there's a lot that can go wrong, and even like with your party. Like, it's interesting because you can risk them. So, like, if you find a house that has a lot of food, you can tell your base, like, hey, send someone out to come get food. But there's the chance that they'll get mobbed on and killed or injured. If they get attacked, you can go out and help them to gain more of their trust. Or you can just let them, fight to their own devices. Like, I just love that there's a lot going on with, like, trust mechanics and just so many simulation things that we all think about when we think about survival games that this game really does have going on. If they can get the polish thing going for them, I really think that this could be a really cool game.
One thing we should specify is that this is a single-player game. It's not an MMO. All the NPCs, they're just that. They're NPCs. The developers were telling me that when they initially started development, their dream and their vision was to create a massively multiplayer zombie survival game, but that it just wasn't possible with State of Decay. The next game that they work on, hopefully, will be a massively multiplayer game. But this one is a single-player game with a story. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's an end to an overall goal and objective that you're trying to reach.
Yeah, like I said, I think that they have their work cut out for them going forward. But I like the ideas that are present here. Like if they can really bring it together polish-wise and flesh out some of the rough animations and some of the graphical things. Yeah. Like I really do think that State of Decay could be a different sort of zombie game from what else is out there.
Totally, yeah. Just from the very little bit that we played just now, I wanted to keep playing. I wanted to play more. So State of Decay is supposed to be out early 2013. Stay tuned for lots more on IGN.